次は、マイク。イェーイ。Mike, you were a presenter in the first or the second Pechakucha in Hiroshima? The second, right? Ah, yeah. Did anybody see the second Pechakucha? Yes. Yeah, there are a few people. Yeah. So this is a follow-up on it a little bit. Here we go.
Okay, good evening, everyone. I'm Mike Mukaida. Do you like to travel? And do you have any idea to make your trip more memorable? Today I want to introduce 5 tips to make your trip more memorable. Okay, let me introduce myself. I belong to Hiroshima Toastmaster Club, which is an English public speaking club, and I also joined Fuchu International Relations Association, and I'm a goodwill guide of Japan National Tourism Organization. I have been to 36 countries so far. Please refer my trip photos at my webpage or Facebook page. The URL on my webpage is mike.main.jp. My wife and I went to Machu Picchu last month. I joined the Pechakucha Night number 2 last year. I introduced my travel trivia at that time. Can I introduce one? Yeah. I brought back a packed sugar from Pisa, Italy. Do you know why? It's called as Pisano Chateau. Yes. Let's move on to the main topic. The 5 tips I want to introduce are: research your destination, try to be localized, do other activities than sightseeing, increase opportunity, and leave the best place last. The first tip is research your destination. Please research historical and cultural background of your destination. If you know the historical and cultural background of your destination, the scenario would be different. Scenario will be alive and interesting. To learn about the historical and cultural information, you can use the internet or some guidebooks. But the easiest way is to rent an audio guide. You can find many things besides the historical and cultural backgrounds. I rented the audio guide when I visited Orsay Museum in Paris. It said that there are 3 paintings of girls at the piano by Renoir. They are at Orsay, Orangerie, and Metropolitan Museum. This is very interesting, isn't it? A little bit similar, but a little bit different. And the second tip is try to be localized. Please try to walk back street, try to talk to local people, and try to eat local foods. You can find different, but please be careful about dangerous places. About the local food, sometimes it's beyond our expectations. I had a bad experience when I visited Chongqing, China. I ordered mabodo for a hot bean curd, but it's too hot to eat. I couldn't eat a piece of bean curd. It's too hot. Food setting in Japan is arranged to Japanese taste. Similarly, if you join the Japanese group tour, the food will be arranged Japanese taste. So if you want to local taste, you should go by yourself. The third tip is do other activities and sightseeing. You can feel really excitement or adventurous feeling if you join other activities and sightseeing. Have you tried skydiving? Yeah, we can feel free fall when we fall down from 3,000 meter high. I recommend you to go to sauna if you have a chance to go to the northern part of European countries, like Germany, New Zealand. There, men and women are in the same sauna and totally naked. Can you imagine that? To create something by yourself is also a memorable thing. My wife and I made matryoshka when we visited Russia, and Lichterhäuser, this is a lamp-shaped house in Germany. Those are good memories for us. The fourth tip is increase opportunity. You can agree that the more you have trips, the more you have a chance to get memorable things. So please try to visit as many places as possible. But I don't mean you need to rush. By the way, do you know MPM, maximum permitted mileage? The standard airfare ticket, like business class ticket, has allowance of around 20% of total mileage to your destination. So you have a chance to expand. I found this at my first business trip to Los Angeles in 1976 for 3 months. Since I want to go to San Francisco on weekend, I visited the local travel agency to buy a ticket between Los Angeles and San Francisco. But travel agency asked me to show me my original ticket, and they diluted my original ticket by adding Los Angeles to San Francisco without any additional cost. Since then, I always rerouted my business class ticket from my company to somewhere around my business destinations. The last tip and fifth tip is leave the best place last. When I live in Belgium, I often took my guests to Paris, but I always take them to Bruges or Rhine before going to Paris. This makes all visiting places memorable. Lastly, I want to say, please try to use some of these tips. And I hope you have a memorable trip very soon. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Yeah, I usually do a similar thing when I make stopovers in other countries, and it's for the same price too, and you can visit 2 places, so it's good.